Bro, why you keep letting her ask me questions, bro? These don't even know how to interview, my nigga.
I mean, I'm tired of hearing about paperwork.
What? Bro, I brought paperwork for a reason, bro. You let this keep saying
You call it.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life, it ain't real life. Just ain't real. Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Real life street stars. Hold on. We got them. Ooh, nah. No, I'm just We got Mr. Ronnie Bo in the building, man. Milwaukee's finest, man. I got to say it. Thank you for coming back. How you feeling? How you doing?
Well, look, first I'd just like to say, man, I ain't here to troll old Jay-Z. I ain't here to clout chase off R.Kelly. I'm here to deliver truth. And, you know, truth don't really trend like that unless you scream it. So this time I got to scream it. And by the time we get to the end of this one right here, people might start praying for me because I'm about to say some very dangerous shit that could get me killed. Hopefully not nobody else because I care about other lives, but I sacrifice mine for the will of God. So, you know, God all about truth. With that, I'm all about truth, and that's what I'm here to bring. And I came with receipts this time. You know what I'm saying?
Came with receipts.
Yeah, so, yeah, this one's going to be a lot different, man. And I'm a pretty much retire from interviews after this one because I'm going to have to move different. I'm going to have to lay low. But in the midst of that, you know, I'm going to be finalizing my new book deal. I got a new book deal. My publisher guaranteed that it will be a national bestseller. So I'm going to be behind the scenes working on that in my albums. And, you know, we gotta cover a few things. I want to talk about the situation with my dear sister, Jaguar Wright. I want to talk about what's going on in the streets because, you know, right now it seems like the street and the public, they hold street standards to what rappers live by. A lot of these rappers ain't really, some of them probably even been in the streets, but they ain't still really living the type of life and risk that I had to take, the type of shit that I did fed time for, you know what I'm saying? So we can't base our standards off somebody like Young Thug. No disrespect to that brother. He been through whatever he been through to make him the way he is, but like we can never base our morals and standards as black men on a nigga who done threw on some skirts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Stay right there then.
And,
we got to attack these things one at a time. And let's stay with Young Thug real quick, if you don't mind.
Let me take my glasses off of this, though, Joe.
All right, please do, because I want to educate the people out there. When you do Fed time and you make phone calls, I believe it tells you that these calls are being recorded. Now, does every inmate know that or care that these calls are being recorded? Because looking at what Thug was doing, it's like he didn't give it. Or he felt like this ain't gonna get out. But first and foremost, let's just start with the phone calls itself. Does pretty much every inmate know that these calls are recorded? That's kind of common knowledge, right?
Yeah, for sure. You know that. It'll tell you as soon as you get on the phone. But the thing about that, like even to this day, on my dead brother, bro, I don't do nothing in the streets no more. I done been locked up all my life for selling drugs. My first case, I was like 12 years old. It's on my dead brother, bro. I just got out the feds in the end of August 2021 for another drug case. So, you know, I know what it really is. And Thug, if he want to act like he the most gangster in the world, he supposed to really know what it is. You know, when you on these calls, they listening, it say it's monitored and recorded. So whatever you say, like even to this day, bro, me and bro been rocking for 30 years. I'm 39 years old. We've been rocking every bit of 30 years, you know, and if we we talk on, it ain't even got to be a jail call. If we talk about anything that could incriminate me or him, it sound like we talking about something totally different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we know better. And Thug and anybody he was dealing with should know better too, if they was real gangsters.
So let me ask you first, these calls that are being leaked right now, who do you feel is leaking these calls? Is it the government?
Man, you know what's so crazy? Gunna doing his thing right now. He one of the hottest in the industry. To me, the hottest right now. The only I felt like was hotter than him was Chicken P. And when you look at the numbers, like Chicken P from my city, we from Milwaukee. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a ride for my city, but I'm looking at the numbers. Based on the numbers, it was Chicken P, but other than that, Gunna dominating. So I feel like Gunna got a lot of fans and support. Obviously, he doing them numbers. The numbers show that. So maybe it's somebody in his camp that feel like, man, dude, just keep playing with you. He keep going on you, knowing you ain't really did nothing wrong. You just took a plea, but since he want to act like he hold the standards all the way down, let's show his flaws then. Let's show all the fuck shit he did, because he did way more fuck shit than you. And he just keep playing with you, saying all this rat shit. Like, people got to stop playing with that rat shit, bro, because, like, even in my case, and I'm going to say on my dead brother again, but even when I caught my Fed case, who the Fed say I was buying dope from, right? When we got indicted, the paperwork wasn't out. This assumed that I was the informant on the case. His cousin was from Milwaukee. It was a Milwaukee, Chicago indictment, right? So I'm from Milwaukee. I know this who his cousin is a rat, but he taking his cousin's side because they family. So when we get indicted, I told him before we got indicted, man, your cousin a rat, bro. So the whole time his cousin is the rat on the indictment, but he started telling people he think it's me. So when the paperwork come out, you gotta apologize. His own baby mama was on my side. He said this cried when he saw the paperwork and saw it wasn't you because he knew he was bogus. But when you get to that point and you know you bogus, then be a man and be humble enough to apologize and say, bro, I'm out of order, my nigga, my bad. And that's what Thug should have did, but he still want to keep playing with this man and keep pressing on that rat shit when he a bigger rat than probably anybody on that motherfucking case.
Yeah, let me ask, because there's some audio that is basically, you hear it leaking. Let's say he's talking to a DA lawyer, but he's basically on the phone saying what he's gonna tell about, what he's gonna, I'm gonna tell you what you want to know. Is that considered ratting or like pre-ratting or like precursor ratting? Or I don't know, how does that work as far as a phone call leaks where you saying you gon' cooperate,
man,
but you haven't done it. I mean, from what we know, you ain't done it yet. Is that still considered ratting? I'm
going to put it like this. In these days and times, people pick and choose what a rat and who a rat is because of how they with that person. If they ego is based on shit they got going on with this person, if exposing him as a rat gonna make me look bad because I'm directly associated with him, then if some rat shit come out about him, I want to try to cover that up, or I don't speak on it. You know what I mean? But Thug, I mean, he did, again, worse shit than Gunna. And people now who should be talking about it don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? And like, I mean, for one, we can't, like I said, bro, these is rappers. Like, real gangsters don't want all the attention that they thrive off of.
Nah,
so real gangsters got to be like more so behind the scene, and we got to base our morals and standards on real gangsters. Like these young thugs and shit like that, the shit that they doing is not no real gangster.
All right, so one more question in regards to talking on the phone. If somebody's mama, somebody's, they about to go to court, fight their trial, and their mama's begging them, like, please tell on such and such to give your time down, don't serve all this time for so-and-so. if you tell your mama and your girl what really happened over that federal phone, is that considered rap?
Hell yeah. Look, bro, who I came with, my Lamar, right?
Yeah.
Well, I already done told y'all about the history, but it's stuff that me and him have done together that I have told no other soul about. I'm not finna go pillow talking to my about what me and bro did. You know we close. You know what I'm saying? You know that's my dog. I ain't got to tell you why. I ain't got to tell you that's my dog because we killed somebody together and he ain't never said nothing. I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to tell you that. If you feel like if you got them type of tendencies that you feel like you got to tell somebody about that shit anyway, then when they put that pressure on your ass, your pipe gonna bust because you the type of who around your mouth anyway. To whether it's a bitch or another, you trying to impress about what you done did. If you not holding that shit in because you got integrity, once you get in that interrogation room, you gon' tell some other shit that should never be told. You know what I'm saying? For real though.
And you yourself, the paperwork doesn't lie. In the federal penitentiary system, like that paperwork is kind of like your Bible to make sure you skate through this. Because if it comes back bad, that's kind of your ass, is it? Or is it?
Let me tell you something most niggas never talk about. And we ain't got a lot of street in this media, so I got to be the one to tell you this. But in the feds, that shit get real. Paperwork is real, but this how it go, right? You got the Vice Lords, the Bloods, the Crips, the GDs, the cartels, the mafia, whatever they was. I was with the GDs because I'm from Milwaukee, and in the feds, Milwaukee do their own thing, but they accept rats. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want no parts of to accept rats, so I grew up GD, so I'm gonna ride with the GDs. But it's like this: if you come in and say we in the feds, Joker, you just don't nobody know, you just came in. If I know you and I say, man, bro, good, and people respect me, you ain't got to show your paperwork. Everybody don't say that. Everybody don't talk about that part.
Yeah, they don't
that part. But if I say, man, that's my, he from my hood, he good. If I stamp you, you ain't got to show no paperwork. And a lot of niggas get by just off that because, like, even me, it was one time, bro, it was this little nigga who came in. He was only like 18, bro. And they brought him, I wasn't know who was really calling shots, but I had enough power to say if it cool, right? So I was the first one that checked him in, and I could just see the fear in him. So I felt for him. So I put my name on the line to say, man, I checked his paperwork just because he didn't want to show me his paperwork. So I felt like something wasn't right. But I knew if I let the guys know, they would have beat the out of him in there. And I done seen a beat a so bad, his motherfucking eyeball came out his eye socket and was still attached to the retina and get on the floor. So I didn't want to see that happen to the little homie. So it's like, man, he good. Leave him alone. So everybody in the feds ain't really stand up because it could be just a stand up who done stood up for you. You know what I mean? And then another thing about rats, bro, the biggest rats is not in paperwork because you know why? The paperwork say CI, CS. You know what I'm saying? Confidential informant, confidential source, CI1, CI2. It don't say their name, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you would have to do like how I did and go the extra mile and make a song about it so you can really, you know what I'm saying, expose, man, this CI2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This proof that CI2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like otherwise, like these rappers don't be knowing how this really go, man. Most of these 95% of them, 99% of them never been to the feds. And some of them who did, like I saw y'all had Finesse on here. Like,
yeah,
I'm a fan of his music. But you went for a case that you didn't have no opportunity to tell on nobody. That was just a simple little gun case, bro. You know what I'm saying? You on here in these songs and shit acting like you went down for some major kingpin shit or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's different. still being able to come out that motherfucker and say you ain't told on nobody had you had the opportunity. Because some of these, they case, you don't even have the opportunity to tell on nobody. They just want you for this little petty shit you did, and that's that. They know you ain't got no more ties and connections to nothing to really tell on somebody. And
so you saying you don't really give credit to someone who's saying they never told, they stood when their case ain't a situation where they could tell on anybody. You don't really give that. I hear you.
It's like, bro, you didn't have the opportunity, my nigga. Who knows if you'd had the opportunity, you would have did the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's sad, bro. Most niggas don't keep it 100 in them situations. And I know from my just going through that since I was 12. I'm 39 now, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's 27 years of this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have to ask, because you had mentioned you could give somebody a pass or you could co-sign for somebody.
Yeah.
What happens to you if you're wrong?
I could get killed for that, bro. So you taking a risk. That's why you able to do that, because that's understood. Like, if you finna put yourself on the line to say this stand up, then you got to get the punishment he would have got. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they'll believe, because it's like, man, Bo ain't finna vouch for no and jeopardize his motherfucking name and his ego and his life for a he don't know or you know what I'm saying, who ain't really right. So they be believing it. And then once one approve you, bro, you could go your whole bid like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you go to another joint, man, I'm stamped by Ronnie Bo already. You know what I'm saying? Like, the motherfucker looked that up, man. Did Ronnie Bo stamp this? Oh, okay, cool. He good. And you would be good for your whole bid if a stand-up stamp you. I was a stand-up in the feds. Like, that's documented and proven too. And, you know, I brought paperwork for a reason. You know, I'm finna fall back from this media shit for a while. And I just wanted to leave on a note to everybody, everything that I done spoke upon. That shit is documented. I got proof. I'm not no who trolling or clout chasing for attention. This is my real life. That's why I got a book deal for this shit. And that's why I'm right here with y'all on Real Life Street Stars, man. I embody this shit. You know
come on. So it lets me go to the topic at hand. You was here last time with Pimpin' Kid, you know, and again, he's another cat from Milwaukee, of course, a legend out Milwaukee. And there was a time where we were speaking about Jay-Z, and I thought that because Ken had a relationship with Jay-Z, he was trying to tell you don't speak on it too much, but he actually was leaning more towards, no, man, like, if you sit on this platform and you speak about Jay-Z, things might happen in the situations. And there was a situation in which there was a shooting. And for whatever reason, they implicated Jay-Z in regards to the conspiracy behind it. And I don't know if I believe that had already happened when Ken was speaking on that. If you can you delve a little deeper into that situation or what that was?
Man, fuck Pimpin' Ken, dog. I love Pimpin' Ken.
We gotta love you, Ken.
I'm gonna tell you why. Like, when I was even before my Fed bid, when I was locked up, Pimpin' Ken was there for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was telling me what books to read and all type of shit. So I really love Pimpin' Ken.
HHF.
If it wasn't for that, I would have said fuck Pimpin' Ken for real, because you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you kept it kosher.
No, because look, when we did that interview, bro, we coming off a 16-hour drive from Milwaukee to here. And it was last minute. I told this in 2023, bro, get me on Real Life Street Stars so I can let the world know that my story is real. Yeah. He didn't do it then. He called me 3 days before he finna come down here. Bro, you still want to go on Real Life Street Stars? I'll get you on there. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. That's a good opportunity to spread this truth. Yeah. So on the way out here, he telling me, man, look, don't talk about that Jay-Z shit, bro, because last time you got shot because of that shit, and you know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to do with that shit. Like, he acting like he's scared of Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga.
A lot of people probably are, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of people feel like a man with billions could kind of get you erased a little bit.
I don't want to put Ken on blast, but when Pimp C got killed, right? Yeah. They say he died off lane. That's bullshit. And Pimp and Ken know that. And like I said, if it weren't for Pimp and Ken keeping it 100 with me for 20 years, I'd probably put him on blast. But it's a lot of shit Pimp and Ken know about Pimp C that he won't speak on. And I know because we chopped it up with it. And when I said I was going to speak on it, he got mad and he acted like he got scared. So I just want to say, Pimp and Ken, I love you, but stop being scary. We going to die anyway. You know what I'm saying? Let the world know what the fuck going on. You know what I mean?
How much of this industry stuff would you say is conspiracy involved? Like more hands in the pot than what meets the eye?
I'm going to tell you like this, right? You know me and Jaguar Wright kind of bonded, right?
Yeah.
So
shout out, Jay.
She represent for the females who go through the industry and get scarred. You know, Jaguar Wright, like, I got reasons I could be mad at her, but I love that lady. You know what I mean?
Who would be mad at Jaguar, man?
Man, I'm gonna leave our some of the shit I already done spoke about, but and it might not even be her. Maybe it's her boyfriend. You know what I mean? But see, Jaguar Wright know me like intimately. Like, it's this dude from Milwaukee who she was dating, and we ain't gonna even talk about that because I love Jag. Nothing bad. I ain't got nothing bad to say. But back to the point. Jag been through that industry. She know how I go. And she a woman, and she a black woman. So I feel for her, and I'm going to always embrace her as a sister because of that. You know, I represent for the men who been through that. You know, I don't even talk about my history in the industry because it's like, well, I got receipts for some things. Like, if you look on the top 40 charts, that's like a mainstream music industry website, right? It's compared to like the Billboard charts. They have an article on there about me for something that happened in 2009 when Young Money, Drake, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj stole one of my songs. So I've been around for a minute too, but I've been blackballed. So a lot of people just not becoming familiar, you know what I'm saying, with Ronnie Bo.
Yeah.
But a lot of the stuff that y'all hear about as far as sacrifices, the evil shit, and I'm explaining to the world like it's never been explained before.
Yeah, please do, cause
but it really go on, bro, but it's just a ritual, and a ritual is to change the way you live and to think and feel. And let me explain it. Like, for example, like, people always hear me in interviews talk about my girlfriend who a lawyer, right? Like, I really love that lady. I still do. I love her to this day, but we not rocking on the level we was rocking at the time, right? And it came down to the point where either I had to sacrifice my personality and my purpose to cater to her, or, you know, I couldn't rock with her on that level. And like, I'm not gonna sacrifice what God want me to do in this world for no female, no money, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really rock with God for real now. And what I feel like God put me here to do, I'ma do it. And if it come down to God saying, nigga, is you gonna do it? Or you gonna submit yourself to what that girl wants you to do so she can feel happy in the relationship, or so you can get this money and the fame. Like, so it's like this, bro. People, everyday people in everyday life, you know what I'm saying, in normal life, could sacrifice they self or loved one for a person or some money and fame. And in the industry, when you sign that contract and they say, look, we finna put this money in this machine behind you, but you got to give us your all. You know what I'm saying? Mm. They want to know that you really gonna put this contract before your kids, your mama, your wife, your husband, whatever you got going on. you got to put this, when you sign this, that man, you going to put this before everything, even Jesus. If you believe in Jesus or whatever, you got to put this contract before everything. Like everything you believe in, whether it's religious, whether it's you want to be a good father, whether you respect your manhood, you got to sacrifice all that for this contract because we put this money behind you. This money is everything. We not playing. We going to make a profit or we going to put this insurance on your motherfucking life and we going to kill you to profit, but we not taking no losses. And that's all it come down to, bro.
Yeah, it does seem interesting that, you have like, your Megan Thee Stallions and the other ones that when they lose someone close to them, their career kind of go crazy. And again, I don't look at it as Illuminati. I look at it a lot as really coincidence, but there's too many coincidences to be considered coincidence. So that's something that Jaguar told me, that in this music industry, in this entertainment industry, there is no coincidence. Something's a play. Something's always a hand that's handling it.
Yeah.
So it makes me ask, for even what's going on with, allegedly with you and, Jay-Z or whatever, should even Jaguar be worried at the time that she was just going at Rockefeller and Jay-Z and the whole entity of Roc Nation? Should she be worried? Like, do you even worry for her? Like how she be trying to out a lot of this? And
Malcolm X once said, "I'm a man who feel like I died 20 years ago, and I live like a man who dead already." So when you go through the things that people like Malcolm X went through, or things that Jaguar Wright went through, you don't care about getting killed no more, bro. It's like Jaguar Wright lost her son. You know what I'm saying? After that, and this was my boy back in Milwaukee, her ex. She know who I'm talking about. But her ex back in Milwaukee told me that Jaguar Wright still was showing that she's the same woman until they killed her son. And after that, that's when she started going crazy, exposing everything and everybody. So when you get I'm at that point right now, bro. I don't get no fuck if they kill me. I done live my life. I got books that's gonna teach the youth for another 100 years. I did enough in life to be happy and satisfied with I can say I lived. I had fun. You know what I'm saying? Some people never had fun. Some people never stepped outside their comfort zone. Some people never faced their fears. I done did that. So, I feel like I done been to the mountaintop like Dr. King, you know what I'm saying? And if I die behind the shit I'm gonna say in this interview, I'm cool with that. If somebody come in here and they finna kill me right now, they gonna kill me with a smile on my face. You know what I mean?
If, you sat down you did time with R.Kelly. R.Kelly told you some things. R.Kelly still behind bars. You're free in the world. If a headline reads, just humor me, Ronnie Bo, Jay-Z conspires to unalive Ronnie Bo. What do you think R.Kelly would say about that? Based on y'all's conversations.
R.Kelly will believe it. Because, bro, it's a lot going on. Like, look, my thing with R.Kelly is, and look, fuck R.Kelly too. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, what this shit, weren't y'all bonding in that motherfucker? Yeah, shit. He gonna write a song about your ass. It's gonna go hard too.
On some real shit, on my dead brother, R.Kelly was my nigga though in the feds. He cool. But we had an agreement, bro. My last conversation with R.Kelly in the feds was this. Look, bro, I done basically beat my motherfucking case. I'm finna get out in a couple years. Like, what do you want me to let the world know? Okay, you want me to let the world know that? I got you. This is what I want you to do, though. With niggas going through in the feds, how they got this Aryan Nation shit set up, like they got COs Aryan Nation, NMA's Aryan Nation. They really running this shit. No matter how powerful the GD, we had the most numbers as far as a gang, but we still won't with the Aryan Nation in there. The Aryan Nation was killing, you know what I'm saying? And they was plugged with the COs. So my thing was like, Kels, expose this system, expose what go through in here. Not just because I went through some shit and shit I suffered and the Aryan Nation tried to kill me and this motherfucker, they doing this shit in general. And they gonna do it to your too. You keep playing. So let them know that, and I'm gonna let the world know what you want me to let the world know. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't upholding his bargain for a while, bro. He finally just came out last month or 2 months ago and finally let the world know, and then he still tried to make it about himself. Like, nigga, they not just up in there doing this shit to you, nigga. They doing this shit to all of us. Speak up for black men in general, or I'm not with you. And I told Kels that, you know, so we should have an understanding. And from this point, bro, I done did enough to make R.Kelly look like he may be innocent. But I'm done. I'm retiring from that. And I want you to do me this favor, bro,
Please.
as a brother.
Let's go.
Like, please don't. I was never R. Kelly cellmate. Please don't, when you post these interviews, say R. Kelly cellmate. Just put Ronnie Bo. That's enough. People know who Ronnie Bo is.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, I'll say, I feel like R. Kelly's cellmate has a better ring to it. But your name does. What's crazy is, even before that, before our last Three Stars interview, you had done enough out here that, you know, through the blog spread, I didn't know you were so, like, even with people lying on you so much or saying that, nah, what you're saying is false, even if you had to produce paperwork, I didn't know that they was going against you like that. For Jaguar Wright to have known you, I'm like, oh, Jaguar Wright, actually, she knows you know you? She's like, yeah. So I'm like, for her to tell me that, I'm like, yeah. She's like, man, we could talk about Ronnie Bo off camera. I'm like, oh, okay, bet. I mean, so I'm like, I didn't know. I didn't know. But, you know, at the time of, you know how it goes. But let me ask you, for R. Kelly to say that they're trying to kill him, and them having to rush him off, and for whatever reason, and even the attempt on your life, what is the methods that they use in MCC to even like to do that? Like, what are they doing? Like, is it in the food? Is it not giving medication, or like, what is it that they're like? Because they can't make it look so blatant.
See, when they tried to kill me, right, it was me and R. Kelly was locked up together during the COVID pandemic, right? Yeah. So prison is miserable as it is, but just imagine prison during the COVID pandemic. Then they can justify not letting you come out your cell to take a shower. We never had to let you talk to your mama, your kids, your girlfriend, or whatever. You know what I mean? So the conditions and the psychological damages they did to us during that time was like, I'm going to say, tantamount to what the Jewish went through during the reign of Hitler. You know what I'm saying? They did us real bad in there during that time. You know what I'm saying? And I filed a lawsuit on the behalf of not just myself, but R. Kelly name was on the lawsuit. And another thing that I did was I united all the gangs at this time. So I had all the gang leaders in there sign this paperwork and say, we are part of this lawsuit with Ronnie Bo.
How much was that lawsuit, if you don't mind me asking?
$602 million.
God damn. God.
Yeah, close to $1 billion. So look, so when they see me doing that, and this at the time, the U.S. Attorney General was saying that everybody should be inmates, should be in a cell alone. And the health administrator in MCC Chicago had just notified us that, right? So I'm the first person they came to and said, look, we got to give you a cellmate. And they tried to give me this 82-year-old inmate named Sangster, right? And he was dying. So I'm looking at it like y'all trying to put him in his cell. So when he died, y'all, because if somebody die in your cell, they investigate you for murder regardless.
That's crazy.
So now y'all trying to set me up like this, you know what I'm saying? So I refused. I said, ain't nobody coming in my motherfucking cell, right? They knew I was going to refuse any cellmate after the health administrator said we got to quarantine alone anyway. So they used it as a reason to fuck with me, right? So the COs hem me up, stripped me naked, cut my clothes off, put me in shackles and cuffs and just left me in the cell, no water, no care, nothing. Like, just left me to die in that motherfucker for real. And I'm like, wow, they really finna do this? So I'm yelling out the door to certain inmates like, bro, y'all don't see the they doing to me in here? Y'all ain't gonna say nothing? So then they started like rioting in that motherfucker on my behalf. So I escaped at that time. And then they put me in a cell with somebody who they knew had already tested positive for COVID, right? So they knew I was gonna catch it. And I have asthma, asthmatic bronchitis to be exact. So they already know I got lung disease, so I'm capable of dying from COVID, you know what I mean? So they put me in there with somebody who got it, knowing I could die. I down there died. I had an asthma attack. They see me pass out in front of the whole floor, left me right there again, didn't say nothing. Same thing, they started rioting on my behalf. You know what I mean? And R.Kelly was witness to all this, so he should have spoke out about that. But yeah, they had a few attempts because of the lawsuit, and those were the methods they used at the time. I mean, it'd have been too obvious had they, because usually they just have one of they big, buff, strong white supremacist Aryan Brotherhood come in there and put a sharp blade in you. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't do that at the time because we was on lockdown, even though they somehow did it to R.Kelly at the time. When y'all heard R.Kelly got beat in jail, that's when I was in there with him, MCC Chicago. This was around, I'm gonna say between September and November of 2020. Yeah. And I was actually on Unit 6 at the time. He was on Unit 19. The didn't have a blade, but it was a white boy who attacked him. You know what I mean? And when we fast forwarded today, this same organization probably gonna kill R. Kelly in there. I hope they don't, but you know, they use any methods. The method they use on me was the necessary methods they felt like they had to use then, but if it come down to it, they have somebody put a blade in your ass too.
What does one have to do to move units? I mean, in the feds, like I need to get out of this unit. I need to get to another spot. What does one have to do without making himself look like, man, you a bitch? A bitch.
You mean if you got problems?
If you got problems, you like, man, or you just don't even like the motherfucker. I just want to get out there.
You could check out. Sometimes if you ain't got no real reason, you could just go say, I'm finna kill myself. And then they gonna move you off the unit, put you on watch. And then from there, they move you to another unit anyway. You know what I mean? So that's usually what they do.
Definitely Godspeed on your lawsuit. Definitely fight the good fight. There was another situation, man, in which a Fed, I believe, got arrested under your watch, man, on your birthday. Can you break that story down? Because, even that, we talk about coincidences and things of that nature. And this is one of those things where I'm like, nah, ain't no such thing as coincidence.
That is God, bro. God for real, bro. Look, God don't get no about me being a gangster or using profanity or none of that. I do God's will. You know what I'm saying? The way that I am is the way God want me to be to relate to the people who he trying to reach. And I done wrote books on my lessons from God. You know what I mean? So when I got indicted and the feds was trying to frame me in a case, God wasn't finna let them get away with no shit like that. God don't play like that, man. Not with his real ones. The ones who don't went on the front line about him. I went on the front line for God. Still on the front line for God. So I got indicted because I was framing a case by this corrupt DEA agent by the name of Timothy P. Gray. Timothy P. Gray.
Sounds like a corrupt nigga.
Y'all got all the paperwork right there. Yeah. His picture in there and everything. He's mad, bro. Like, to this day, I know he watching these interviews and all that. he hate my goods. But look, so I sued him because he was trying to make me an informant, right? This was before I got indicted.
Yeah. What do you offer you? What do you offer you? Like, hey, I need you to do this for us, and we're gonna give you.
It was like, look, man, the streets fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So we need somebody like you, and we don't like that joker, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can go about 3 bricks from him right now, we'll give you the money. However much he want for 3 bricks, we'll give you the money. We got to get this. We don't like that nigga though, man. We see him fuck all these white women and everything. You know what I'm saying?
We got to get him off the streets.
No, that's the type of time they be on though, bro. So he kept coming at me like that for like 3 years. Whole time, I'm not even knowing I'm under federal investigation. So then I get tired. I'm like, man, I'm finna sue this nigga. He ain't stopping. So I sued him 2 weeks later. They indicted me.
So what for him, like what was his corruption though, if anything?
Framing black man in criminal cases. Like, that's in the paperwork I done brought y'all, bro. That's really in there. Like, and for the record, that's why I started doing these interviews. You know what I mean? Like, it was an opportunity to follow through on my word that I gave R.Kelly, but it was also an opportunity to expose the federal government. Like, Timothy P. Gray is an Aryan Brotherhood member. He got arrested by doing a race rant on an Uber driver or a Lyft driver or something like that. And he's saying all type of racist shit. And I had already documented that he was calling me niggers, you know what I mean? He gonna do this and that if I don't work for the government. And by the grace of God, I love you, God, he got arrested on my birthday. That ain't no coincidence. That's divine intervention, and that's proof that God really real. You know what I mean? Because the whole time I'm asking God, like, God, you finna let me do all this time for something I ain't do? And God like, no, watch this. And God showed up for me, so yeah.
Okay, I have a question. Hey, when was the last time you really cried, and what was it about?
Let me think. That's a good question, because I cried over it. Damn. Let me stop playing. I do, y'all. See, look, look. You remember last time I did the 2 interviews. One of them was on Pimp McKeon time, the trick and the pimp.
Yeah.
And I played the sucker, right?
Yeah.
48 Laws of Power say play a sucker to catch a sucker, right? Ronnie Bo ain't no sucker, baby, but I played a sucker to catch a sucker. And with all due respect to Pimp McKeon, I love him. But on a big stage, I showed that Pimp McKeon was the sucker. You know what I'm saying? By playing the sucker, because you know what? I made him admit to some sucker shit. When y'all go back and watch the interview, you will see. But for the record, I was acting on there. I was on my Tupac shit. Juice. Tupac and Juice. I was, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no sucker though. I was playing a sucker, but I can't think of when I cried. It had to be, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, it must have been a long time ago.
When my brother got killed, I cried like when my brother got killed, but that was my heart. Like, and I'm close to my mama, don't get me wrong, but me and my brother was closer than my mama. You know, me and my mama and anybody else, that was my heart. So yeah.
What was the situation with your brother, if you don't mind speaking on it?
Man, they still don't know who killed him. I got my speculations, but before I actually act, I want to know for sure who killed him, because I don't want to be in prison for life for killing somebody innocent. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Okay, so a question. Would you rather have respect in your city or fame around the world?
Niggas stupid, man, for wanting to have respect or fame. Anyway, if you don't got respect, man, I'm not finna go too far. Like, if somebody go too far not respecting me, they might get fucked up, but if you don't respect me, cool, man, stay over there. If you don't respect me in my presence, it's gonna go there. You know what I mean? As far as fame.
Well, now she means more so respect from your city, from Milwaukee, or fame worldwide, or worldwide fame. I mean, do you rather your city respect you, or would you take the fame worldwide?
Bro, I've been a legend in my city for 21 years. People been knowing who Ronnie Bo is in Milwaukee for 21 years. And when I got that type of respect and fame, I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get this type of attention, I've been having attention since back then. Like, it started to get uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you want to go places where don't nobody know you so you can have peace of mind. You don't always want to be places and everybody, man, that shit uncomfortable as fuck. So, I mean, it depends. Like, when you want, it's nothing wrong with wanting clout. As long as you use your clout for a good reason, change the world or something. If you just want clout so you can a certain female or certain females and so it could be on your dick, then that's some weird shit. But if you want clout so you can go tell the president, hey, look, man, free these brothers. They been doing 10 years for some weed, man. They shouldn't be in there. And it's cool to have clout if that's what it's for. You know what I mean?
You saying clout should be a tool?
Yeah, for
used properly.
Absolutely, used properly. Like, people just be wanting clout so a female could, be impressed by them, or a nigga. These niggas be seeming gay these days, man. They be caring about another nigga attention more than the female attention. I don't get it.
Goddamn. So let me ask you then. When it comes to this clout stuff, do you feel street credibility is more important than business credibility? Like, do you feel like you being known as a street nigga is more important than your business acumen?
Man, when keeping it 100 and being in the streets was still what's up, then I'd have chose my street credibility over anything. But now that shit don't mean nothing, bro. Like, for real, like. Business credibility, absolutely, for sure. If I go in the bank and say, I need $250,000 loan because I'm trying to buy these couple properties or start this business or something, like, why would a nigga want street credibility over that? You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn.
That shit don't mean nothing no more. You got like Young Thug who done publicly wore dresses and lipstick and got his fingernails painted and shit, who street niggas looking up to now. Like, I don't want that shit. I don't want no street credibility no more.
Goddamn. That's real. But if someone questions the work that you put in these streets, do you feel the need to argue them down about what you've really done?
Absolutely not. Cause then I'm scared they gonna tell on me about some shit I was hoping I got away with.
You get the brag, you get the what's his name? I forget his name from Philly. He get to telling free the guys, but yeah, nah. You gotta keep it real. Man, so it's interesting because we have these conversations, man. This is Street Stars, to where we've had the Jaguar Wrights, we've had the Maverick approach, we have the big homie CCs, and it seems to be like, again, the conspiracies that are alluded to, some of it's true, some of it's smoke. When it comes to the things that you say, the things that you putting out there, are you mixing the truth with the smoke, or do you do a little bit more for like, man, I'm a dress it up a little bit, or you just basically, man, this is my life, this is how I lived it, I can't explain it no other way, and then I'm gonna give you my thoughts on things I think could happen, and people take it out of context?
See, the media and the public, they so used to people getting on these platforms for clout, for the wrong reason, and just saying, you know what I'm saying? So when I came out, they probably thought that's what I was on. But I got a real story, you know what I'm saying? It sound crazy, it's amazing or whatever, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And the truth, like I said, don't always trend. You know what I mean? People, like, rumors and gossip go further because you could put so much sauce to it. You know what I'm saying? The truth, it's not that much to it. You know what I'm saying? And so And I mean, that's interesting. But me the whole time, like, for example, right? Like, everybody, I've been trending about what R. Kelly told me about Jay-Z, right? But when I start talking about what R. Kelly told me about Jeffrey Epstein, it's different. It hit different. Like, I done did a lot of interviews about that and they never came out. And it's like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I could bash another black man and say, R. Kelly said this, what happened with him and Jay-Z, and this why y'all shouldn't like Jay-Z. But when I talk about what R. Kelly told me about Jeffrey Epstein, which I feel like everybody should be more concerned about, it's like, nah, we don't want to talk about that. That's
Why do we like talk about our black celebrities to where that is more of a conversation than something that happened over on their side? Do you feel like it's just because we're mentally segregated?
That too, but it's more we in competition with each other, bro. It's
Love
like,
to see a black man
I don't
fail.
care if this white man make $1 billion, but if somebody else like me make $1 billion, it make me look like I ain't that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't the one,
shit.
so I got to step it up. It make me look bad that Jay-Z a billionaire. That's why my situation with Sean Atwood and them got out of hand, because they wanted me to be a regular on their channel. And then as soon as I went against them and said, look, bro, I want to talk more about what R. Kelly told me about Epstein. I want to go after Epstein. I don't want to keep getting on here bashing Jay-Z or even Diddy. I don't know Diddy. Why y'all want me to talk about Diddy? Y'all know I don't know nothing about him. I got tied to this Jay-Z shit because I got close to R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? So I give y'all my truth, but it's like, bro, I already talked about that shit, and I'm not finna keep on bashing Jay-Z. Why they don't want to talk about Epstein though on Sean Atwood channel? You know what I'm saying? Like, the truth. They'll put certain shit out there to get views because it's all about money, and that's cool. I understand. But some people want the truth. Y'all focus on views and making the money, but the same audience who y'all making this money off of, they want the truth, and y'all not giving it to them. And then when somebody try to give it to them, then y'all try to bash them and blacklist them, so the truth never get out there.
Yeah, I think with Epstein, because it's a white man doing that thing, doing, just ungodly things to white people, we leave it over there. Mm-hmm. And we deal with us. It's like black news versus do we care about their news? Like, nah, we like to keep it within us. So with that being said, Diddy. No, but seriously though, a real question. Diddy's doing Fed time. He's about to go up in a couple of weeks. How does it work when a man like Diddy, who doesn't really have no points, he has history as far as going to court with the J-Lo and the shooting, but don't really have no points, I believe. Do you feel like they're gonna, with what he's guilty for, with the transportation of sex workers, whatever? Do you feel they're gonna give him some time, and if so, how many months you feel he might get based on the point system, the federal point system?
Man, Diddy finna get out, and I'm glad Sean Atwood took my videos down, because I was saying some shit about Diddy that if he get out and watch, he gonna do me how he did Tupac, man.
Sure. Yeah, you were saying some shit. What you saying?
Yeah, well, I ain't exposed enough, so if they kill me, they kill me. It is what it is, but I don't want no smoke with Diddy right now, man. He gonna get out on the rampage. He care about his ego and what people are saying about him. So he gonna get out looking at all these interviews and look, Diddy, my nigga Pimpin' Ken been to your party. He said he ain't seen none of that shit, man. And I'm lying, but I'm gonna say this for you, Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. You mentioned Young Thug, man. He just recently spoke about these leak calls, and he didn't dodge the smoke. He admitted, like, man, he was in a dark place. He thought he wasn't coming home. He thought his life was over. So he was just saying the wildest, Glorilla's ugly, or whatever he's saying, just all the stuff he's saying. I'm like, should that give him the okay to, like, hey, are we still love Thug? He admitted and apologized. He was in a dark place.
No, man, I think he should realize that Gunna was in a dark place when he took that plea.
Hey.
So
hey.
If his dark place didn't matter, then shut the up, thug. Explain to us, then the streets will love you again. I'm gonna give you a way out, thug. Explain to us why the fuck you was wearing them dresses and shit, my nigga. Like, did they tip Birdman made you do that? So,
come on.
You know what I'm saying? The record label made you do that, and you was willing to sacrifice your manhood for your position. Like, was you in a dark place when you did that shit? You know what I mean? So my thing is this, man. Gunna responsible for a lot of them niggas' success because he was writing for them, including Lil Baby. And he had said already like 8 months when he took a plea. He was in a dark place. But he went in the interrogation room talking to the police for 2 hours though. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't all on the phone, pillow talking and bashing and talking bad about other artists and other people. You know what I mean? So we ain't trying to hear that shit, man. You know what I mean? We need real stand-up who ain't gonna put on no dress, no skirt for nothing to represent for our culture. We got people like motherfucking Harriet Tubman who done went through underground railroads for our motherfucking people. We got people like Malcolm X who done died for this shit. Tupac, Dr. King. We don't want to hear about that. Yo, dark times. A lot of us done went through dark times. You can't justify none of that shit because when the shoe was on the other foot, you weren't leaning up off gunning. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's facts.
Take what you going through.
Oh, man, that's facts. That man's a Harriet Tubman. I feel bad for the people that we do idolize. It is interesting, as far as, false idols. For those people who do fair time and get out, man, a lot of people, when they see you did time and you get out, why do you feel it's so necessary that someone feels like he snitched to get out, especially if he gets out early? Like, oh, he must have told to get out. And if he didn't tell, you have to prove yourself with paperwork, of course, possibly that you didn't do no telling. Like, why do you think that is that we automatically think if a person has a charge for this amount of time, if they get out early, they must have told?
I mean, every situation different, bro. Like, me and you could go to jail today for a gun, right? Yeah. You could get right out if you don't got no record. I might have got caught with guns 3 times before. So I got a habitual. They carry 15 years. You know what I mean? So it really vary, you know what I'm saying? And real stand-up who done been through that, we don't too much care about showing no paperwork. We know what's going on. We know the people who matter. Like, for example, in my case, when I got indicted, like I told you, dude assumed that it was me, the informant. And then when the paperwork came out, he felt bad. But the whole time, I didn't care. It's like...
Why do you assume it was you? Was it facial or was it your name was being said?
It was 2 people close to him, his cousin and me. So the things that they knew, it could have either came from me or him. So he assumed because this is my cousin, I know he ain't gonna do it. So it's gotta be both. You know what I'm saying? But even then, like, real gangsters who been through that, even just a real person, you ain't gotta be no gangster, man. If you just 100, you got morals and values. Like, we only care about certain people because it's like, I only was dealing with these 3 people. So why everybody else give a f about my case? We ain't never did no business together. I ain't never sold y'all shit. Y'all ain't never sold me shit. So why is y'all gossiping and talking about somebody telling? These the only motherfuckers I've been fucking with. So if they don't care about that shit, I don't get no f nobody else in. And like in my situation, everybody who I was dealing with knew. You know what I'm saying? So except for dog who assumed temporarily and then, you know what I mean, he had to humble his motherfucking self. And man, I don't wanna, cause I don't even got no resentment towards him, but I have to admit that he got beat in the feds for even assuming that I did some police shit. And then you gotta tell, oh no, I thought, no, you don't, cause that's another way you get f***ed up. You can't call another stand-up nigga the police if they ain't. Because how people move, it's like you say he the police, So we might beat him up or even kill him. Now we done did that for nothing because we took your word. So now we gotta you up, you know what I'm saying? Because your word ain't bond. That's how I go in the feds though.
And speaking on the feds again, this just for educational purposes. Boosie himself takes the plea. They're about to sentence him. Based on, again, the feds go on points. Do you feel Boosie will do time, or will they give him like a probation sentence or something based on just points alone and him already having the 5 years behind him? And that was state that he served last time.
I mean, from what I'm hearing, I ain't looked into his case, but in cases like that, you have mandatory minimums. And when you have a mandatory minimum, you can't get under the mandatory minimum unless you tell. So Boosie talk all this gangster, super street nigga shit too, man. I hope. I wish he would have went to trial the way he be talking. You know what I mean? And he done already got away with some super gangster shit, man. He should have left it at that, but he still want to be on Vlad acting like he the Superman of street, man, and just doing too much. So,
I mean, his son got caught with a switch on him. So, I mean, there must be some street shit going on. I mean, his son got a, had it on him.
Like, when you go through shit, ain't no way I'm finna I got a son.
Yeah.
That it'll be grown in 2 years. You know what I mean? Like, I've been through all this shit. Ain't no way I'm finna let my son go through the same shit out.
Yeah, you know you got too much money to,
son supposed to be put up. Like, why you got caught with a switch, my nigga? This alone carry 10 years mandatory minimum. Like, you didn't tell your son that, and why he got to be in danger anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, let somebody else inherit that danger. Your son, though, like, this don't be making sense, bro.
Should people walk around, if they're going to do a crime, should they know the time that it comes with? Like, if you're going to do this crime, at least know in your state what the law is, what you might face as a minimum or maximum. At least know what the hell's going on.
I teach that in my book, The Trap Scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way I explain it there is like, okay, in a boxing match, Terrence Crawford finna fight Canelo.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I can guarantee you, I'm a huge fan of Terrence Crawford. Put your money on Crawford. He sit back and study his opponent. He know everything he can and can't do. And he gonna prepare for that. So in the streets, that's the biggest fight you can fight. You need to study your opponent. You need to know the law. You need to know what the you doing and how much time they carry for show. And you need to know if you get caught, what you gonna do to get up out that without telling on your people and going out like a, you know what I'm saying? You got to be prepared for that, and you got to fight it the right way.
Could you tell us about the song that you put out about an informant? Like, could you tell us about
that? Yeah, man, these all police ass niggas, man. You said what, though?
What happened with that? What were the consequences for that?
So, look, right? This is when I was still fighting my Fed case. This is before I really beat it. The informants was saying I was the informant. You know how bad that hurt when you know you a stand-up nigga and you going through all this shit, and it's like, you gonna still play you? Bro, I wasn't gonna even expose you, but now you saying I'm the informant. So, pissed me off. So I tried to channel my anger in the song. You know what I'm saying? I vented through the song, put the song out. Now I got a U.S. Marshal warrant for some new shit, for intimidating witness tampering, some other shit they put on there. I turned myself in. But my thing was, I don't care. It's cool because now y'all gotta admit that they was the real informants. That's all I wanted. So put that shit in that paperwork, you know what I'm saying? Now the paperwork, if anybody Google the United States versus Ronnie Martin is my government name. Ronnie Bo is my real name. You know what I'm saying? Sound confused. But Malcolm X, his government name was Malcolm Little. His real name was Malcolm X. My real name is Ronnie Bo. My government name is Ronnie Martin. When they look up United States versus Ronnie Martin, it's gonna come up. He did a song about a confidential informant. There we go. Now we got the black and white.
There you go.
So do whatever y'all gonna do to me. Now the real informant has been exposed.
Goddamn.
You know what I mean? Whack the rats. That's the name of the song.
Yeah, but I said, what's the name of the song? So yeah.
Whack the rats. It ain't whack the motherfucking rats. You just whack the rats. But man, please don't listen to that song because I went through so much of that song, y'all.
Nah, for real.
No, for real. Like, I was on bail. They let me, after I beat the Milwaukee case, they let me bail out on the Chicago case. So
put out the song.
If I wouldn't have did the song, I would have still been out on bail.
Goddamn.
But I was still happy because it's like, now y'all got to expose the real informant. So
goddamn.
I could do my time in peace now. You know what I'm saying?
Getting back to the industry, who would you say is probably the most overrated figure in the hip hop industry?
Man, my former favorite rapper, Jay-Z.
Damn, overrated?
Overrated like a motherfucker. Because when I go back and I listen to Tupac, and it be like, damn, this nigga was really touching our heart and soul. You know what I mean? He was really one of the real ones. Then I listen to Jay-Z, it be like, this shit hot, but you have that machine behind you. So that's why it hit the charts. Because now when I listen to it, it be like, man, weak as a bitch, man. Put your keys back in. Man.
I went back and listened to that Justin Timberlake, Jay-Z, and I'm like, at the time, that shit was like, this that mother. I went back and listened. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Yeah. He talking in parables. I'm like, what the? So I said, no, but you know
what, bro. That's another interview Sean Atwood and them took down. The interview with me and DeHaven, Jay-Z.
Yeah, JD's right hand, yeah.
So look, I ain't gonna say I pressed DeHaven during the interview. I'm gonna send that to you though. You might be able to incorporate that into this. But I made DeHaven basically admit, bro, Jay-Z was an informant since back then, right? And you knew that, right?
Damn.
He admitted it. You know what I'm saying? Damn. That's why
I mean, when you say informant, what does that mean actually? Like, because what is there levels of informancy or what do you?
A informant is like this. You ain't even got to set a nigga up. Long as you inform, look, this was going on. I'm the plug. I'm getting my shit from what's nine now. These who be buying shit from me. You know what I'm saying? And whatever the y'all want me to tell y'all, just as long as I can stay out and do what I got to do, I'm going to tell y'all whatever the y'all want to know. And
is an informant going into the precinct or is it like, it's just a lawman rolling up saying, hey man, JoJo and them over there? Yeah.
Sometimes you can inherit the informant role. You know what I'm saying?
Inherited, damn.
No, for real, bro. This shit's so dirty. Like, they even told me, like, look, we want you to do this one move, set him up, then your name gonna be up in Milwaukee and Chicago. Yeah. So we gonna send you to Atlanta. Like this, they trying to lay out to convince me like, all right, fuck it. If we gonna do it like that, let's go. I'll do it. But that's what they doing, bro. They even, like I told you, they said, we want you to buy 3 bricks from dude. However much you want for that, we gonna give you. They give you that. I know a nigga in my city though who actually acted like he was gonna do it, and they gave him the money and he ran off with it. I would have did that too though if they had gave me the money. I would have been like, yeah, come on, let's go. I'll do it and just run off with the money.
Would you work for a rat? Work for a snitch? when I say work, I mean like get employed by. Like this person is trying to employ you, but in the past, this person had snitched on some 1996 case or something.
You brought the boxing gloves here.
All right, let me make it a little more complicated. If somebody tells you meet a guy you respect, you chopping up on, you respect him, he tells you that he just got out of WITSEC or whatever, witness protection, whatever. But he don't tell you why he was in witness protection. Would you dig deeper about why he was in it, or would you just be like, I mean, you already chopped up, you respect the man. But when he tell you, yeah, I was in witness protection for like 15 years.
Yeah, I be want to hear all them type of stories so I could have a better recollection and more understanding to base my decisions off of. Because that's how you really learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never fuck with no police ass do business with them, but I be wanting them to vent to me and help me understand, like, bro, so what really made you break, though, bro? Like, why you tell on your people, though? Like, like
what was that thing?
And what did they offer you? What type of immunity, or did they pay you, or what? You know, I be wanting to know that. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
Man,
with that being said, Ron, is there anything that you want to let the people know that have been confused? Because you've been on a lot of different podcasts, not only from Sean Atwood, from Reallyfe, to other ones as well, your own. Like, there must be a misconception out there. Like, what do you want people to know that they just kind of getting wrong or something?
Like, the narratives being controlled. In my last book I put out was called Conspiracy to Colonize Our Culture, right? And I was explaining how these media people, like, I with you, Joker, you know what I mean? You know,
Salute.
But it's been other people who got these channels or media platforms who would be like, bro, you just got shot, bro, and you was talking about the Jay-Z shit. Let's say that Jay-Z had you shot. They want to control the narrative. Like, that happened to me. Shout out to the Lino B channel, man. I don't wish nothing bad on that brother, but he was so stupid, right? He tried to go against me and put out a clip saying that I was lying about Jay-Z had me got shot, right? And he forgot that we had did an interview he had put out, and he took it down, but I guess he wasn't smart enough to know that I screen recorded this interview already, and you acting like it didn't happen. In the interview, we arguing live in this interview, you telling me, you trying to make me say Jay-Z had me shot. I'm telling you, bro, I'm not finna talk about that because I'm on federal paper. If I talk about that shit, I get in trouble, period. And for one, I just don't get down like that. I'm not finna tell on nobody, bro. Even if he did have something to do with it, I'm not finna tell, especially not the feds, that Jay-Z had me shot. I might eventually say it for publicity to sell some books and records, but bro, this is a real open investigation and you want me to talk about this? So it's people like him and other people like them, they content, bro, be all made up. Like, people be behind the scenes saying, let's do this and let's do that. The content don't be real. They playing the people out the truth. So people like Piers Morgan, Joe Rogan, who ain't interviewed me yet, I be looking at some of the people they interview and it's like, y'all know I got a real story with real receipts that could shake up the world, and y'all trying to hide this. So,
the fact that the fact that you shot Atlanta B out and called him stupid is classic.
Oh, you know, dude?
No, I don't know. I'm just the fact that you in the same breath.
He a real clown, though, bro. He a real clown. I really had to press him behind the scene and make him tuck his tail.
God
really
damn.
like a little bitch, but man, I didn't mean to say that, man. I apologize, Lino B. But yeah.
Damn. So these people who have interviewed you, I have to ask, if you was to come up missing, who should we be looking at in the world? Like, if there was someone to look at, if you was just
my ex. Cause look, I don't want to put her out there like that, so I ain't gonna say her name. And I really love her. But on my dead brother, bro, she worked for one of her clients. His last name is Rothschild. On my dead brother, I'm not lying. This shit can sound outrageous. People who know who the Rothschilds is gonna say this shit sound Hollywood. Maybe it is, but on my dead brother, I'm not lying. He owns insurance companies and other companies, and she represent him as his attorney.
Wow.
But damn, I'm saying too much. Joker, bro. You be on
Hey, listen, it's your story to tell, and we ain't live. No, but go ahead. I don't want you to come up missing, but when you say that Rothschild's name,
I love her though. But look, I don't think she be on that type of time. But she my chief confidant. Like I vent to her about everything
you must
I
have
be
pissed her
going
off
through. And I think she really loved me. So I don't know how she gonna take what I'm saying. But if I come up missing, she know everything that's been going on and everything about me. So I think somebody should contact her and be like, man, what's up with Ronnie Bo, man? You know everything about this dude, man. You know what I mean?
Man, lastly, I got to ask you about, in Milwaukee, there was a high profile murder that happened with, I believe his name is Tweezy. Tweezy, I apologize. Tweezy. Mm-hmm. Can you speak on as far as that situation, what happened? Who was he to the world, if anything, and what, if y'all had a relationship, what it was, if you knew him by any chance?
You know what's crazy, bro? Tweezy was definitely somebody to the city, if nowhere else. Yeah. But what's crazy, I had just did an interview about Tweezy and my situation with him, which wasn't good. Like, for the record, I'm not no type of who going, okay, he died, I'm finna jump on the bandwagon, act like I was just so down and riding with Tweezy, because it wasn't like that. Me and him wasn't seeing eye to eye at the time of his death. I would have never wished death on him, so I never try to troll and say nothing bad about him, because he got loved ones, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to inherit no unnecessary beef. If it come, then I'm a motherfucking shark, so we can spill blood. But it's unnecessary because my situation with him wasn't that deep. And he was connected. Like, anybody who was somebody in the city knew Tweezy. He gonna make sure you knew him. But he was a club promoter, right? And I don't think being a club promoter is really that safe in certain cities no more, bro. I stopped being a club promoter back in 2014 because it's like this. When you a club promoter, your success is based on your connections and the people you know. So if you develop a relationship with who known for killing people and you letting them in free, giving them VIP passes or whatever every time, people who they beefing with gonna start looking at you like, oh, so that's your people? And then, according to what I know, that's what happened. Like, it wasn't even about him. They saying that whoever killed Tweezy was trying to kill some other people, but Tweezy was associated with him. So it's like, okay, there go one of them right there. Now we lose an innocent life and a good life, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up getting caught up in the middle of this because there's another promoter, podcaster from the hood, this named Too Real, was close to Tweezy, and he was acting, once Tweezy got killed, he was acting like he was so hurt. He kept doing these interviews, fake crying and shit. Yeah. And then he tried to put me in the midst of it. And it's like, I actually liked the nigga at first, like his moves. We was locked up together in juvenile prison, so we had history. But when I seen the fake shit, you know, I got a dead brother. And when he got killed, it was people I knew he didn't even fuck with like that, faking like it was all love. Oh, damn, my nigga Woods got killed and this and that. And I'm looking at social media like, man, bro, you didn't even like my brother. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen it happening with Tweezy, and the nigga Too Real was trying to tell me, bro, Tweezy name in the algorithm is going crazy right now. You could go viral by posting something about Tweezy right now. And it's like, bro, that's what this is about. You act like this show. All right, I'm finna expose your ass. Yeah. Because if I do what you telling me to do, it's gonna make me look bad. Everybody know I ain't with Tweezy like that. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to that brother, but just on some real shit, he didn't with me like that. I didn't with him like that. So if I get on here doing that, it's gonna make me look stupid, my nigga. And I'm finna make you look stupid for telling me to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, It was so crazy. Like, last time I came and did the interview here, Terrence Gangster Williams popped up, Birdman, brother.
Oh, right? Yeah.
So he came to Milwaukee like a week before Tweezy got killed, right? And you know, when you go to certain cities, it's like, let me call this person, get up with this person for that. So he called me trying to get up with me. But people had already sent me videos with gangster, with Tweezy, or the nigga Too Real. And it's like, even Too Real, like, I'm a humble nigga. I would have did business with you, but we weren't like this. And me and Tweezy had our little issues. So it's like, oh, if you up here with them, they can help you with that. And now I don't feel comfortable because I don't know, like I never got to the point that my dislike for Tweezy was like I wanted something to happen to him, but I didn't know how he was thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga could be setting me up. So I didn't do what Gangster wanted me to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you just gotta be careful how you move out here. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. In the streets versus the internet, it's like they mix, but they're so separate. You know what I'm saying? You can't be on some street and be on the internet, and you can't also not. You know, it's an interesting dichotomy. But
and then look, before you go to another topic, the Too Real I'm talking about, right now, he think he huge because Master P done shared this shit, Gilly and Wallow, whatever, done shared this shit. Snoop Dogg done shared some of this shit, so he think he big. And he saying this shit in his interviews like, in Milwaukee don't want to respect me, I'm a big dog around here. Like, nigga, you never been no gangster around here. Just because Snoop Dogg share your post don't mean you somebody now. Like, I've been a shark in this motherfucking city, a king in this city, and ain't nobody gonna ever contest that. You know what I'm saying? But he went as far as, right? So it's a recording when Tweezy got killed. It was a lady like checking his pulse and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So he trying to go viral so bad, he shared a video and said that the lady took Tweezy chain. So everybody sharing this, and you know what that did? It put that lady life in danger. I was hearing it was a $50,000 hit on this lady's head. And with me having influence in a voice, I did what I could do to stop that. And I prevented it. I stopped it. And once I got involved, everybody who was sharing that shit, saying that lady had something to do with it, they took it down and they pointed the finger at the motherfucker who was really wrong, which is the goofy ass Too Real. You know what I mean? Because that lady could have lost her life, an innocent life. And I didn't even like her before that because she was a correctional officer. And when I was locked up, she used to act funny. So it's not like I did this because I like this lady. I did not even like the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't even want to call her a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't about that. Is you put this innocent lady life in danger, bro. And you got a voice. You know what I'm saying? And people looking up to you because you got a voice. You heavy on this internet. So I intervened and just dude whole ego and his career up. You know what I'm saying? Because when certain people intervene, like, I never lied, my nigga. Anything I ever said, people do their research, they gonna be like, that shit really was true. And in my city, that's already established. So once I got involved, it's like, this was Bo saying. Yeah. So you're done, buddy.
All right. Oh, we got a female question right quick.
Okay, so what is the craziest DM you've ever gotten? Like the craziest DM?
I get DMs all the time saying I'll suck your dick or something. That's
some wild DMs to get. Niggas get all the time.
It get crazy when you go through the pictures like, who the fuck is this talking about this? You know,
how many do you reply to like, let go?
No, hold on. It get crazy when you go through the picture and it's like, this don't look like a female face structure.
Yeah. You know you got a little young buck situation.
I kill this player with me like that. You know what I'm saying?
You got a little young buck situation.
Yeah, that's when it get crazy though.
Nah. What's your take? You know, we talk Diddy, we talk Jay-Z. What's your take on 50, man? I think he's out here shooting a Street Fighter movie in Shreveport, which I got to give him credit for just doing some dope shit in Shreveport. But what's your take on his end of all this? You know what I'm saying?
I don't got much to say about 50 other than he a genius, man. Like,
oh, yeah.
I read 50 book, 50th Law of Power.
Yeah.
Great. great book. I read it at a downtime in my life, and it really inspired me and encouraged me to go hard. Get Rich or Die Trying was a classic. You know, everything he do seemed like genius moves. That's the only thing I got to say about 50. I wasn't aware of the Street Fighter.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. I'm breaking news for you.
Yeah.
And the last thing I got for you is Big Meech. And again, shout out to Lil Meech as well. For the people that you served time with, a lot of dudes was probably been in there 20, 30, years. How quickly does someone, do you feel, can get out and to do that much time in the feds or whatever? How much time do they need to transition to be a normal nigga out here in the streets? Like, it doesn't seem like it happens overnight. And I say that because Meech does look like he's still transitioning into this society. How long do you feel it takes?
Before I get into that, bro,
please.
Could you just come have a seat right here? You ain't got to say shit, bro. I know you don't want to be on camera, but...
Yeah, come on, man. This is your moment. Yes, sir.
But
and y'all branding too. Oh, the brand is real.
But no, this brother right here, he got out and got straight positive, man. He fixed his credit actually while he was in prison. So when he got out, he was able to finance homes and cars. And he studied a lot about real estate while he was in there. So the reason why I wanted him to sit next to me while I said this is because you got to admire such a transition. It's not easy to do that, bro. Like, I done spent days and weeks broke because I came to the conclusion that selling drugs is not for me. And I was selling drugs since I was 11, so that's all I knew. So every time I tried to transition to something positive, it was difficult. Even if money was coming in, it's like money not coming in like how I'm used to, bro. Like, I was 18 making $10,000 a day at a minimum. Damn. You know what I'm saying? That's $300,000 a month at 18. So when you go from that and you get out of jail and then you try to do something legit, it's like, let's just say even if you make $50 an hour, that's considered a good job. In 8 hours, what's that? $400 a day, right? I made $10,000 a day. That's difficult to accept, to say, I got a good job, bro. It's hard. So I just wanted to commend my brother for doing things the right way and having the mental discipline to stick to it, because that's hard, bro. And somebody like Big Meech, they say dude was getting 2,000 bricks at a time. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, think about that.
So anything legitimate that they offer him now is not compared to what he used to, bro.
Yeah.
So I hope, I hope he stay focused and disciplined and patient and just understand, like, ain't no money really like dope money. You know what I'm saying? When you was really deep in that, and when you get that up, you got to start having real discipline and patience to do it the right way. And one thing about Big Meech that I want to speak on that I admire is his organizational skills. Like, I know people in Milwaukee who was with Big Meech during this time. He knew how to pick out certain people and say, I'm gonna go to the club in Milwaukee, and dude seemed like a real street nigga, and I'm finna let him know I got bricks. That's what he was doing for like 20 years. People didn't even know about Big Meech till he got indicted, but he was uniting people in every city and state, bro.
Yeah.
He showed organizational skills on a Fortune 500 company level.
Yeah.
So with that, what I got going on now with this grind mode movement, like, I'm finna do a tour called Every City, because I'm gonna target every city. You know what I mean? And I'm going to try to do what Big Meech did, but on a legitimate level. You know what I'm saying? Starting with a 8-ball level. Like, these shirts and stuff going to be for sale. We going to sell skin products, cosmetics, and everything you can think of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I need one of them.
We going to, like the streets, bro, when you talk about finding the plug, it's because you're getting the product for the cheapest price. So you can sell it for a cheaper price than everybody else selling it for and make a profit. So I want to do that on a legitimate level. Like, sell everything that you can think of and just put my logo on it and get it for the cheapest price from manufacturers from other countries and stuff like that. Just change the whole ideology of what a plug is, because if I got a manufacturer in China who gonna manufacture all this for $10 and I can sell it for $50, that's a high profit margin. So I could tell my people in these other cities and states, like, look, y'all could just sell it for 20. That's a good deal. And just give me this so I can go back to the store and manufacture it and keep the movement going. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. And Big Meech did that on a high level, but he just did it, you know, in a way that's considered illegitimate, which cost him to be sentenced to 30 years. But my thing is that we could do that same on a legit level and get rich and become billionaires. And I want to teach those type of economic principles. You know what I mean?
Definitely, man. All right. With that being said, Elder, you want to post? I'm gonna get some salutations, but you want to post? You want to say anything? You can't really hear you. But did you want to give any information, or you good?
I'm good. I'm just here supporting my brother, man.
All right, damn. Ronnie Bo. Again, you can see. You gonna stay seated, or I'm gonna get. All right, yeah.
I'm here to support, bro. Whatever you need me to do.
Ronnie, this is a time where we got to make sure we promote the book. We got to promote the new shows, what you got going on. We got to let people know what's coming next with you. If you don't mind, put the people on game as far as what's coming up, what you got out already. How can they get back into the world of Ronnie Bo?
Well, the latest book I've been promoting is called Darkest Fantasies of the Richest Freaks. The subtitle is What R.Kelly Told Me About Jeffrey Epstein. That came out, it's been about a year now, and that's why these headlines been going crazy about Trump and Epstein, because I pointed that out before it became viral. You know what I mean? So
release the Epstein files.
Yeah, for sure. Anybody who want a copy of that book, this my last interview. You know what I mean? Oh, and I'm gonna give out this number. They could text me or call me directly. I got 3 cell phones. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all this one.
All right.
Which is 414-810-9090. If you watch this interview and you like it, comment, subscribe to the channel. You could request a free copy of the ebook, and I'm gonna email it to you or text it to you.
Let's go. Let's go.
Other than that, I'm in the process of finalizing a book deal for my new book, which is called Grind Now, Shine Later, based on the true story of Ronnie Bo, which the publisher guaranteed to be a national bestseller. And that's what my Every City tour is going to be based on once they put the book out and people become familiar with my story worldwide. I'm going to go to every city and meet up with people who call the phone number, you know, book the halls in the biggest hotels and throw book release parties there and just meet and greet people to unite to the movement. Other than that, I also have an album coming out called Grind Now, Shine Later. And speaking, we mentioned my dear sister Jaguar Wright earlier. You know, behind the scenes, we're gonna try to kill each other, but in the public, I love you, Jag. Yeah. And before I finalize the album, I want to put a song on there with me and Jaguar Wright.
Okay.
But that's it, though. I'm done with this shit, man. They can look me up and see everything is in paperwork, it's documented. Damn. I ain't never lied about nothing. I stand on that. If I ever lied about anything, then we'll have that talk when I come back.
Come on. Well, you know what it is, man. We gotta say it, man. The one and only Ronnie Martin. Ronnie Bo. Ronnie Bo. We gotta say it. You are a real life street star. Lego.
Shout out Reallyfe street stars. Move. Hey.